What are we doing starting this video off? What are you doing over there? What is this?
Prepare for insertion.
All right, guys, what is going on? Oh, look, you see, I normally don't wear gloves, but I had to break out gloves for this guy here. This is going to be the topic of today's video, and I'm going to be giving you guys some information. But before we get started, I do want to let you know, everything on the store right now is 25% off, so get it now. If you're getting some Christmas presents or whatever, now's the time to do it. 25% off the entire LS Nasty store. Access code Bad Apple, all caps, all one word. Everything is 25% off. Stuff's flying off the shelves. I just updated all my quantities. If it says sold out, it is sold out. But if not, get it before they're gone. I got 2 new shirts. I got a Christmas shirt coming out, and I got one more just badass LS Nasty shirt coming out. So get all that stuff. Am I missing anything?
I don't think so.
No, I think I got... Oh yeah, hats. Hats are also 25% off. I got some badass hats. I got some beanies and all that other stuff coming out as well. As you guys can tell by the title of today's video, we were talking about the one and only world's best engine, the LS engine. This right here is an aluminum 6.2, but what we're going to be talking about applies to pretty much any engine, I would say, of decent size and cubic inch. Oh yeah, this one here has seen better days. There's one on that side too. It's got a broken ring line broke off it, doesn't it, somewhere?
Right
yeah, right here. This guy. You know what's funny is I guarantee you this thing was still running when they pulled it.
Oh, I have no doubt.
When I purchased this engine, they're like, it's got a slight lifter tick. I was like, oh, does it now? And I don't know what they're talking about, but this is not the lifter. So the heads on this were beat up as well, but literally, it's nothing TCAM couldn't fix.
Right.
So what we're going to do is we're going to tear this engine down and go through it and get it to just a bare block. This one's going to need to have a sleeve put in it, and at this point it'd probably just get 8 of them put in, and from there it would become a badass. You could fill it, you could make it just like the world record block. The aluminum blocks are all very similar in construction, but something like this, I'd probably put a bigger sleeve in there. I'd do like a 4125 sleeve opposed to whatever tiny sleeve I put in the other one to keep it a stock bore. So let's talk real quick on how to make a badass LS engine. There is really no cheat code. It requires 1 or 2 turbos, and then it requires just, I'd say, any bottom end other than stock. You can make 1,000 on a stock bottom end stuff, but when I build stuff, I want to build for like longevity. I mean, right now on my rods, I'm on like year 5 of my rods, and I'm on stock valve train components. Ben, since you're over here working on another LS, let me ask you a question. How hard is it to make 1,000 horsepower with an LS engine?
Not very hard.
Is there a cheat code to it?
Not really.
Do you recommend doing it on stock bottom end internals?
It depends on budget, but not really.
Longevity?
Yeah, longevity, no.
So,
put some parts in it.
Just some parts?
Yes.
Notice how he said some parts, not some spectacularly high dollar parts.
No, like valve train, you can leave it alone.
Yes. But bottom end stuff, like, just throw a crank in it. A crank you could do stock, really.
Yes.
But rods and pistons are...
Those are the parts that you need to upgrade.
Okay. Well, there you go. You heard it from the man. What?
Pistons because the ring lands, and rods because they bend.
Since I got you here, let's talk about this haircut. It's been a hot topic this week on the John Doc YouTube channel.
I need to get it cut.
Are you growing it out for any specific reason?
Nope.
No.
Nope, sure ain't.
The current hairstyle right now is actually copyrighted by Lego.
Is it?
It is. I'm going to put the picture up of the Lego hair right here. I might even put it on your head. I don't know. It depends on how much time I have to edit this.
Whoever wants to cut it, I'm open.
Is that what you're going to use to cut it?
Yeah.
All right. So before we take this apart and pull everything out, I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to tell you guys what you need to get. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to pull your motor out of your car, and you're going to have a stock short block. Hopefully all the holes are round and not messed up like this. Then you're going to, depending on budget, if you're feeling real good, you got that bonus check, that Christmas check came in, you're going to order a crankshaft. What I like to do, like my engines, is I just go and get a Texas Speed 4-inch stroke crankshaft. I do a 4-inch stroke on almost all my LS stuff, unless I do a 4-125 for any specific reason. But you just go Texas Speed, a 4-inch stroke crankshaft. Make sure you get the reluctor wheel that is accurate to what's in there. So it's going to be a 24 or 58 tooth. But Texas Speed 4-inch stroke crankshaft, not going to break the bank. Does a great job. Rods, you're going to look at some H-beam rods. Unless you're trying to make like 2,000 horsepower, then go I-beams, but that's expensive. So get some H-beam rods, Texas Speed rods, very good rod. Cali Compstar, very good rod. Both entry-level budget. K1 rods, again, very good rod. H-beam, you can go pretty quick with them. Make 1,000 horsepower all day. Pistons, I like to do a Wiseco, and that's where you get into compression and compression height and all that. Call the experts, call the guys at Texas Speed, talk to my guy John there, and he will hook you up. I like to run mine a little bit high on compression because I like to make a lot of power and low boost. So, do you know the cows? You like boost?
I like boost.
Your engine. Wait, we got your engine right here. Will you pull it out of the bag? Will you show it off?
I guess.
Oh, okay. I really had to bend your arm there, didn't I? I like to run mine higher compression. The Cow's engine's 11-to-1. A lot of guys like to build 9.5-to-1. This is Brett's very nice LS engine. That now this is actually an ERL block.
It is.
So it's got a stock block with stock castings, but as you can see, it's got these awesome, massive, badass sleeves, brand new pistons in there. What's the setup on it? You know what you got going on? What kind of crank and rods? You got?
No, they didn't tell me.
You just have crank and rods.
Yeah.
It's not just pistons in this motor.
No, it's all.
It's got a nice camshaft in there. Get double roller timing chain on that. Damn, you got some nice stuff. And look, it's got the nice like machine work marks from TKM. Oh, wait, is that
Top Fuel Hoops?
Top Fuel Hoops? The internet hasn't heard that in a while, and it's Top Fuel Hoops. Now, the crazy thing is your heads, if people are avid viewers of the channel, know your heads got beat up pretty good. You had some fuel pump issues and some tuning issues where it kind of leaned out and started burning stuff up. It actually ate through the heads all the way to the hoop. And TKM fixed them up, look brand new.
They do.
So it is time to put this thing back together, and then you're going to go out there and set the new stick shift world record.
That's a lot.
But we are going to see it on the dyno. So we're gonna put a motor back in there, put it back together. Have TKM. You're gonna go on the dyno. Kevin's gonna tune it. You got the Holly on there. You got a really nice setup. You got Holly. Right now you're on Holly HP. You got the 7-inch dash. Are you using Holly boost control as well?
Yes.
So yeah, you got the Holly treatment on there. Can't go wrong with Holly, can you?
Nope.
Wow. All right. Well, we could say goodbye to this thing. You guys are gonna have to do some work coming soon. But right there, simple setup. Your cubic inch on that is a
Now?
Yeah, now it's like a 430 something.
440.
440.
Half filled.
Half filled. Oh, yeah, look at half filled. And it, yeah, because they had to bore it out. Yeah, so you're a pretty big cubic inch. You're like a 430, 440 cubic inch LS motor, sleeved. I know you got a really good rotating assembly in there. Same deal though. Simple. 1,000 horsepower is nothing.
No.
You go out there and make 1,000 horsepower like.
Yeah.
Anything.
On wastegate.
Oh, wow. Look at that. So it is not difficult to make 1,000 horsepower. Honestly, if you invest like $2,000 to $3,000 into the motor, you can have like a good, reliable 3 to 4 to 5 year, depending on how you tune it, 1,000 horsepower engine. I have been making 1,000 horsepower on the cow for like 5 years. The rods, 6 of the rods are 5 years old. 2 of the rods are 3 years old. So, yeah, as you can see. And the big thing is, hey, when's the last time you were at the track and you popped the valve covers off?
Of yours?
Of yours. And you checked the rockers?
Yeah, never.
Ben, when's the last time we pulled the valve covers off the cow and checked the valve train?
Never.
Literally never. 3 years ago when we put it together. That's literally it. So making 1,000 horsepower on these is not as difficult as everyone thinks. You're going to see this one become a bullet here shortly. So let's get to the teardown part. Brett just pulled out the lifter trays. Now we got the lifters. And we got to pull the engine mounts off this. There's some sensors. This engine is just absolutely disgusting. We got to pull the front cover off. Which, as you can see, these bolts have been robbed, but the gross ones down there have not been robbed. We got to pull the timing chain, cam gear, camshaft, oil pump. We got to drop the oil pan, get the windage tray out, and then we start knocking out.
Red Max.
Oh yeah, Brett's gonna be like, can't wait to power wash this guy.
And I'll be at World Cup.
Ben's like, I love a good mystery. We definitely had this random lifter tick. Oh wait, there's 2 bolts on the bottom. Going up like that. Oh god, they just lathered up our TV ovens.
I'm glad we went close. There you go.
It's just RTV.
Yep.
Why would they RTV over a gasket?
I don't know.
Alright guys, we got the front cover off. You can see how gross it is. It looks like they put like RTV over top of, well, on the back and the front of this gasket. So for some reason, this motor was apart. We don't know why, but it was apart. And it's gross. Oh, no. Alright, we got one motor mount out. Ben, oh Ben, you're not Ben. You're slightly older than Ben.
Slightly. Different hairstyle.
Brett is taking the other one off. This is the exact reason why this motor's been sitting here for about a year. Just because it is so gross, and I knew this would happen, that it's just a pain in the ass. So we gotta then take the oil pan off. Is there still more on there? Oh, you still got one more up here. We saw then take the oil pan off, the windage tray, and the oil pickup tube, and then we can get back to peeling everything else off. The main caps here, the side bolts for the mains, are very, very concerning. Some of them are hidden. So that's... No, you have to work in the dark. That's how we do it around here.
Done.
It's like, get off this thing already. All right.
That looks like disease.
It does. All right. Well, I guess we have to rotate it now to get to the oil pan. This is going to be the comeback story of a lifetime. This engine,
Not
this,
chocolate milk.
this engine's entire life has just been getting dirtier and more disgusting. What is this?
Yep.
So if you're trying to pull the oil pump off and it doesn't want to come off and you still have the oil pan on, it's probably because this nut here for the pickup tube is on there. So it doesn't really work like that. You got to pull the oil pan off either way. So luckily they didn't RTV this oil pan on there, but how much gunk? There's like an inch of gunk in the bottom of that. Ugh. Blech.
You hungry?
Yeah, that's disgusting. What is that?
I don't know. Junk.
Ben's like, oh, backup sensor. I'll take that.
I don't use these.
Hopefully, whatever this goes in will have a holly on it, which means it'll be.
We don't use knock sensors either way.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Zip that windage tray off. I'm dying to see what's in there. What do you think? It had a bunch of broken pistons and ringlands. I bet the bottom end looks good. I don't know. It's an aluminum. I never had any luck with the aluminum stuff.
Yeah, it's true.
Everything that we've done that as an aluminum block has kicked our tail.
Mm-hmm.
Even the cow. The cow broke a crank.
Wanna get over here for the unveil?
Oh, here we are. Oh, yeah. She didn't see many oil changes. That's for sure. Mm-mm. Well, hey,
Smells delicious.
Yeah, it's still in one piece. Oh, here's someone, whoever put it together left a hair in it.
Oh, I hope it's just that one.
Wait, I guarantee you that's the one that's got a broken hole. A broken piston,
about right.
The one that you're trying to take out.
Yes.
Here, let me get the cam and everything out first before I start taking rods and pistons out.
Feel one.
Oh, they torqued those, huh? Someone had this old pan off. They're like, I'm just gonna tighten these up for another 100 thou.
They definitely still seem factory.
I'll walk you through. All right, so what you do is once you get it out,
instructional video.
You stick it in there, and then you lift up on the end so the tip doesn't droop. We don't like a droopy tip. All right,
Nobody does.
I'm gonna push it out for you. Do we have any lifters in there still?
No, I took them.
Why does it feel so tight?
It does.
It's bound to push it towards me. Yeah, what the heck? What in the heck? Does it spin?
Yeah.
What is hitting it then? Here. What? Alright, we might be taking the bottom end out first. Ben, there's something holding this damn cam in there.
Maybe a lifter.
No, there's no
lifter.
The lifters are out of it. That's what I just asked. It's like a cam bearing, just like it's like stuck in there. Oh, don't tell. You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? That thing's coming out. Oh. Hit it like a man, Brett.
Yeah.
Hit it like a man. I want this thing to come out one swing. All right, hold on. All right, now. Yeah, it's a cam bearing. Oh, God, it's pissed. Hold on.
This is pissed.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, he is. Oh, God. That's why it's here. Give me that hammer.
Hammer it back. I'm clear.
All right.
Yeah, hit it like a man.
Oh, here we go. I got it now. Oh, I got it now. Here, you do it. Yeah, you gotta hold the tip up, and then you gotta get it straight, and then it should slow. Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Your first camshaft. You know what? You could take that home and put it on your nightstand if you want.
I'll make a lamp out of it.
Oh yeah, smoked. Cam bearings, smoked. Nothing a little hammer doesn't take care of though. All right, so now we're to the part of the video where we have. Oh, god dang.
Are you alive?
Ben puts the balancer on with his forehead. He just leans on it real hard. Oh, guys, shout out to RJS Racing Equipment. We got their banner hung up right here. Oh, and even bigger shout out to, hold on, I'm going to keep my finger up and walk over here so it's already in position. Oh, we're getting close. We're getting close. Pow. Boys over at Dieter's. DCF Mafia everywhere. They sent us a banner and a bunch of shirts. My boy Joe C over there. We're going to have the black sheep and the salty chicken, everything looking like that. Just polished everywhere. So if you guys need any polishing, hit these guys up. Go and follow them on Instagram. I'll link their Instagram right here. He does some badass stuff. He's going to be getting a lot of pieces off of this guy. He's going to be getting the elbow, the charge pipe, the turbo compressor housing, and the burn down tank, and the fuel cell, and the exhaust. Everything's going to be polished. Everything's going to be shining. Shout out to my boy Joe C at Dieter's. Because look at this stuff. We don't like the painted. We don't like the painted. We prefer to have it shining. All right. Speaking of shining, how's our bottom end look?
Dark, not shiny.
Not shiny. Oh, brother. All right, well, I guess it's time to start knocking pistons out of it. Does the crank spin?
No.
Oh, God, no. Oh, the pistons. One of the pistons is locked up. Which one's the worst one? Let's go.
That side.
This one's bad, but also this one's bad. All right. If we get these two slugs out, I think we'll be in good shape. All right, so this is the one that's the best orientation. So take those like 3/4 of the way out. All right. Now tighten them up just a little bit. Oh, wait, no, hold on. I think this one's loose. Yeah, this one's loose. So generally what I do is
it's real loose.
Yeah, I leave the threads like just the tip of the threads in there, and I hit them with a hammer, and that knocks the rod off the crank. But I think it's already loose. Yeah, it's already off. Oh, look at that bearing check. Not too shabby. I've seen better. Yeah, the bearing was not spun on this guy. I've seen worse. I've seen better, but it's all right. All right, so get your extent. Oh, hold on. Get your hand underneath there. This one is just a loose hole.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. It just got tight on me.
It's halfway out.
Is it?
Earthing.
Hold on, I got you.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! Come back here and stay there. All right. Oh yes. Oh no. Oh no. God, think about how many times how long that piston's been running looking like that. The cylinder honestly does not look that awful. I've seen much worse. All right, guys, and here you have it. We got the block all disassembled. Now, at this point, what we'll do is I like our machine shop TKM, so I'm not going to bring them a gross, dirty motor like this. I'm going to power wash it and get it cleaned up so it doesn't look as bad. And then from here, you could do whatever you want. So if I was trying to make a budget 1,000 horsepower, and I say budget 1,000 horsepower, I got this motor for like $200 or $300. Probably sell that crankshaft for $100. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go and get a Texas Speed crank. I'm going to get Texas Speed H-beam rods and a Wiseco piston. Right there, I might be in like $2,600. I take to the machine shop and I would just get the bare minimum. They do a line hone. If all cylinders are good, they just hone it out, get it set up for the new pistons, and then put the short block together. From there, I'm gonna get a camshaft and then slap some MLS gaskets on there and let it ride. Now this one is a little bit different because now this one did start off as a long block. I took the heads off it and I discovered that the piston was cracked, and then it kind of sat in the corner for like, man, that thing sat around for like,
It was in your garage.
yeah, this one, no, this wasn't the one in my garage.
It's been at least a year.
Yeah, this one sat around for about a year, and we just didn't really do anything with it. But, I mean, this block here, what do you think? Do you think this one needs a sleeve?
I don't think so, but
It could hone out. Now, it is, with this one, it's a 6.2 aluminum block. Generally, they do a 4/16 stroker, like what I got in the cow, and that does not have, you're not taking a bunch of meat out of it. So depending on how deep that scuff is in the cylinder wall, they might recommend a sleeve. I'm not really sure. They don't really know until you get there. But that's why I go to a good machine shop and have them check it out and make sure everything is good to go. I don't know which one. The cylinders don't really look all that bad. But I mean, this is a pretty, if someone's trying to put together a decent race motor, you can make, 1,000 horsepower for a street car, or you can kind of fill the block and put sleeves in there and make more. Yeah, I mean, just do ARP head stud kit, ARP main studs. You can run some stock heads, like some 823s that come on LS3, and you'll have a setup very similar to the cow. I use LS7 lifters with the lifter trays. I use a 7400 push rod, standard GM rock arms with like a BTR trunnion upgrade, and that's pretty much it. The cow makes like 1,100 horsepower, and I turned up a lot more at the track, where it probably makes around like 1,150 to 1,200 wheel. So for a 4,000 pound car, that's hell on a motor, and it's been hanging in there for quite some time, like I said. So don't let these people tell you. You know, you go out there and you go on Turbo Bullet, you go online, you'll see these motors that are $25,000 LS motors, and yes, they do exist. And when you do all the crazy stuff, they are high dollar. We got a couple of them, you know, but when it comes down to it, you can put together a motor for, you know, a somewhat decent price. You can go out there and make 1,000, 11, 1,200 horsepower for, what do you say, under 10 grand? You can go out there and like all day. You could do that. I mean, we're talking about reliable horsepower. We're not talking about, you can go out there and make 1,000 horsepower on a stock block, but that might only last you through the weekend. Right. So they were talking about reliable. You could take it out and race it for a good season or two and have some fun. So don't let the internet tell you that you have to have, you know, $50,000 in a damn motor. Also, don't let the internet tell you that it costs $7 to make 1,000 horsepower. If you're going to do it right and you're going to be somewhere in the middle of the road where it does make power and it does...
I can't do it for $7?
No. Despite, well, I mean, yeah, you can for like a second.
I'm done with
Wait,
this.
what's the Chinese dollar versus our dollar?
All right, well, I'll get a haircut now.
I don't have hair, so.
And Brett's got his engine going together. What are you putting in there? Some LS7 lifters?
Yep.
Simple, but they work.
They better.
That's right. You're not buying no $50,000 rocker arms. So some LS7 lifters, and you're good to go. Slap the camshaft back in there that came out of it. God, that engine just looks nice. Shout out to TKM and all the guys up there for just absolutely killing it. Look at that. Lifter trays. No link bar lifters here. That means you get the back tire from everyone who has link bar lifters.
I'm good with that.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like always, comment, like, subscribe. If you have any questions, comment down below. I want everyone to go down there and comment their engine setup that they got or one that they would like, because I like to know what other people do. I told you set up on the cow, set up on the boosted rooster. We did stock bottom end stuff for a while, made about 800, and it lasted about 30 passes and then let go. So it didn't let go. It lost oil pressure. So instead of absolutely killing it and slinging a rod, we took it out. But that's the name of the game. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said earlier, 25% off the LS Nasty store on everything. So go check that out. We'll see you guys in tomorrow's upload.